Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. To throw. And he's got some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Haynes. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well. Scout
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'd be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He'll look to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Haynes. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And they give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
They're just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. 1-0.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now, not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Come on, let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodriguez. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on third. They'll drop to throw. And Jennings has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dances by him.
Missed.
He will not go down. A good pickup there, a 22. Time to the tailback. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
Now back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the Traders take a look, we'll step aside. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed it.
Super toe.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Richard. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Richard. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodriguez. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Come on, let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Right now, we've got a tie game, and that just means exciting football for us in the second half, as we'll have two teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Midway through the first quarter, defense is going to come away with the sack. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Now 1st and 10, defense will get to the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. Ravens now later on the drive. Defense will get to the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. Ravens have the football midway through the second. Here the pass will be completed into coverage, and he ends up at the 24-yard line before he stops on the play.
Okay, thank you, Larry. A low-scoring affair, all even, as we ready for this second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And to give this time to the tailback. Finding room inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They'd like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And now here's a carry heading left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Come on, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rodriguez. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So the offense has it first and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Complete. He got 29 yards that time. And now a first down following that long gain. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Room here to run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Let's go. 1-9.
Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And an alley to run.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15.
Green 39! Green 39!
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go! 319! 319!
The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! 319! 319!
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here we go! Grand 38!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go! 190!
His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get to the end zone as well.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Green 39! Green 39!
And some room to roam now. Oh, now he bowls him over. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play on third for the Ravens. 42 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over.
Jennings lost the football and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And now out come the Steelers. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 2nd down following the run. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain.